Lena opened her apartment door to find 4 grocery bags sitting neatly on her doormat. Fresh produce, name-brand items, a small card tucked inside the top bag with a handwritten note. For the nights you went without so someone else could eat. Dang. It was almost exactly a year ago. A rainy Saturday. Lena had just gotten off her shift at the diner. Tips had been low, her rent was due in 4 days, and she had exactly $14 to her name. She'd planned on spending $10 of it on eggs, rice, and maybe some canned soup. Nothing fancy, just enough to stretch her through the week. But on her way home, she passed the underpass where a young man was playing guitar. Not for attention, just softly, to himself, like the music was all he had left to talk to. A small cardboard sign leaned against his open case. Trying to eat today. Music is all I've got. She stood there for a moment, getting wet in the rain, just listening. The melody was gentle, raw, not perfect, but honest. When the song ended, he looked up and nodded, barely making eye contact. Lena reached into her pocket, took out that crumpled $10 bill, and dropped it in. The musician's eyes widened. "Ma'am, that's too much," she smiled. "So is hunger." He sat speechless for a second, then said, "What's your name?" "Lena," she replied. He nodded, almost like sealing a pact. And then she walked off. No phone numbers, no social media tags, no reason to expect anything back. Just a kind moment shared between 2 strangers. Hey everyone, welcome to Legacy Tales. Let's begin. Lena forgot about that night. Moved apartments, switched jobs. Life went on. Until the first bag of groceries showed up 3 weeks ago. No return address, no explanation, just there, every Friday morning since. It happened again. And now this week, the note. For the nights you went without. She stared at the signature. Just a single letter. D. It took her a moment, but then it hit her. The musician, the rain, the song that stopped her in her tracks. Lena sat at her small kitchen table, staring at the note. Her groceries were still unpacked, the milk sweating on the counter. But her mind was racing. D, the underpass, the guitar, the rain. She whispered to herself, "No way he remembers me." But something about the bags, the timing, the signature, it felt too intentional to be coincidence. Later that night, she typed "street musician underpass" into her phone, scrolled through local hashtags, a few reels, nothing. Then, one video caught her eye. It was blurry, just 15 seconds, posted 9 months ago. A man under that same bridge, playing the exact melody she remembered. The caption, "He's here every weekend." Someone sign this guy. Lena clicked the profile. It belonged to a college student who posted local talent. She sent a message, not expecting a reply, but within 10 minutes, the typing bubble appeared. His name's Dev, real name, Devin Malik. I think he moved out of town, but he was discovered like a month after that video went viral. Lena sat up straighter. Discovered? The reply came quick. Yeah. Someone from a label found him through my video, offered him studio time. I think he moved to New York. That's all I know. Lena's mind swirled. She hadn't even remembered his face until now. Just his voice. Just the hunger behind the music. She pulled out the envelope again. On the back, in tiny print, was a watermark. DM Soundworks. She Googled it. A small studio site popped up, black and white, simple. On the About page, a short paragraph. Founded by Dev Malik, because someone once gave me $10 when I hadn't eaten in 2 days. That's the kind of energy I want in every song. Her breath caught. He remembered. Not just the night, but her. The next day, a delivery van showed up again. But this time, the driver handed her something else. A thin box, wrapped neatly. No card. She opened it to find a limited edition vinyl. On the cover, a photo of a rainy street and the shadow of a woman standing near a guitar case. Inside the sleeve, one line, Track 5. Lena. She sat down slowly, turned the record over. Track 5. So is Hunger. Lena gently placed the vinyl on the turntable. It clicked, crackled, then settled into a soft hum, like the sound of rain starting. She sat on the floor, cross-legged, palms resting in her lap. The room was quiet. The kind of quiet you don't get in cities. Then came the chords. She recognized them instantly. Same melody as that night, only fuller. Warmer. There were layers now, a string in the background, a slow piano echo, but the soul of it was untouched. Then came his voice, not perfect, still raw, but something in it made her eyes sting. The lyrics weren't complex, they didn't rhyme perfectly, but they told a story. Of rain, of hunger, of someone who stopped, of a woman whose name he only heard once, but remembered forever. You gave what you shouldn't have had to give. Later that week, another delivery came. Not groceries this time, a small envelope. Inside, a handwritten letter. Lena, I spent months trying to find your name. I didn't even get a proper look at your face that night. All I remembered was the rain, the $10 bill, and the way you said, "So is hunger." I never forgot that. I didn't just want to pay you back. I wanted to carry that moment forward. So I started the So Is Hunger project. Every week I sponsor groceries for 10 people who've gone unnoticed, just like I was. But it started with you, always with you. If you're ever in New York, come by the studio. We've got a wall full of names behind every track. Yours is at the center. No signature. Just D. Lena folded the letter carefully, slipped it behind the frame of an old photo she kept on her fridge. A photo of her mom, the one who used to say, "If you've got something to give, even if it's small, you give, because love isn't measured in leftovers. It's measured in intention." Some people think kindness is loud, that it has to be filmed, posted, packaged, but sometimes it's a crumpled $10 bill handed over in silence. Sometimes it's a stranger's voice echoing through a record. Sometimes it's groceries arriving every Friday morning, without a knock, without a name. And sometimes, kindness doesn't just fill a fridge, it fills a song.